Alright, now we're heading back into the normal main game. And we can now play as Shadow after doing episode Shadow. And real quick, I just gotta change my guy a little bit. Unfortunately, I did have to get rid of the Chow, which is very unfortunate. But let's go to Green Hill, Green Hill.
Well, I mean this world, Sonic. And Eggman's monster got him. But you're here now. It's like the world needs a Sonic. Any Sonic to keep things in balance. If we defeat Eggman, this war will be over. And if we can figure out the secret to his power, maybe we can get you home. Hey, the sensor is picking up Eggman. Let's hurry.
I still think it would have been really cool if, by the way, why is this called Green Hill, Green Hill? It would have been really cool if they could have gotten like Jaleel White or Ryan Drummond to play classic Sonic. That would have been really, really neat. Also, this whole game, throughout the entirety of it, every single time a classic Sonic level came up, I would always go, oh right, classic Sonic's in this game. Because he plays zero part in the story. He doesn't, I'm pretty sure he doesn't influence anything in the story at any point. And there's such a little amount of his levels. And when they are here, they're so short. Also, the music in them is actually really bad. It's just, this game kept doing things that they should have realized was a bad idea at the time, but they just didn't. Like, oh, should we make classic levels that control worse and sound worse than Sonic Mania? Yeah, why not? Oh, should we release this game the week after Mario Odyssey comes out? Yeah, why not? I don't see why not.
Something is wrong.
I mean, at the very least, they could have gotten T. Lopes to do the music for this, too. But again, are the levels bad? No, not really. Are they good? Not exactly. They're just simple. I've pretty much just been pressing right and jump that entire time. I like the 8-bit version of Fist Bump. That's pretty neat. Alright, we get it. You vape. Alright, goggles, no, because that covers his eyes. No, thank you. Flip-flops, that's pretty awful. Now, what did I get for S rank? Please give me something good. Okay, an ascot. Like a military helmet. Ooh, those are ugly. But I like the Crocs still. Because I want to be in a cutscene with Vector while I'm wearing Crocs. It just feels appropriate. I mean, it's inappropriate, but that's why it feels appropriate. Now, if Green Hill is here, why is Green Hill also over here? But it's also over there. How big is Green Hill? I guess we'll never know.
And with that, the disposal of the Phantom Ruby prototypes is complete.
It was a defective model. It could only record the DNA of the one that triggered it.
Only a being with my strength of will could ever activate it.
It doesn't matter now with the lab locked down in Mystic Jungle. Which reminds me, didn't you run into Sonic there after he escaped?
Yes, but he was powerless against
I
me.
won. I
There
beat
is
you.
no need for concern.
You let the hedgehog live? That is a great source of concern.
For you, perhaps. He has beaten you for decades, yet I defeated him in our first encounter.
Phantom Ruby prototypes? And Sonic is alive?
What is it?
Nothing. We move forward with the plan.
Of course. When it's complete, the resistance will be erased. The world will be nothing but ashes, from which a glorious Eggman empire will rise.
And the resistance will yield to the Phantom Ruby's power. All will submit.
What? You! I don't have time for this.
God, this soundtrack is so bad. I do really like the setup of this boss a lot. How it starts with the ball and chain boss. I'm gonna die. If I die to ball and chain boss, I will never forgive myself. You know, it starts with ball and chain and it moves on to Egg Dragoon, which still is my favorite part of, or my favorite boss from Sonic Unleashed. And it's a pretty decent one in Sonic Generations. Whoops. See, it's a very easy boss. All you gotta do is just knock shit into him. This boss reminds me a lot of the, like Metal Eggman from, or Metal Robotnik from the Sonic OVA. Like this version of it, I don't know why specifically this one does that. Yeah, you can hit it into it like that, but I just like to spin dash into it. Ouch. He doesn't have as many like weird repetitive lines in this game as he does in other ones, which is unfortunate because I love me some good repetitive Eggman lines. Like most of the bosses in this game, this boss is not difficult. Although it's one of the better ones. I can't remember if Classic Sonic has any other bosses, but I would imagine not, or if he does, this one's definitely the most memorable. It does go on a little bit too long. Like, I get the gist of it, it's not difficult. It could be just over now. Ouch. Whoops. That was a close one, though. I almost died during that.
I'll round up the entire resistance sooner or later. Just you wait.
He's got nothing to say to it. I hate that about silent protagonists. Like, sometimes it's good when it's like a creative character or whatever, but when it's a character like Sonic, like, he's just not saying anything. Really? No bonus or anything? Can't get an S rank on that? What the hell is that? Oh, I know what that is. Those are some ugly sneakers, a Tails shirt, which is kind of strange. But it's not strange enough for me to put it on my character.
Yeah! We did it!
Look at you, fighting like you've got a chance to win. It's adorable. Almost makes me feel bad that we're never going to do this little dance again. In just 3 short days, my plan will eliminate the bothersome lot of you.
Wait, 3 days? And what plan?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. You know what they say, the anticipation of the end is worse than the end itself. Maybe not.
You know what they say, the more the merrier. If I was Eggman, I would have said, oh yeah, my plan in 5 days, make them think that they've got more time than they've got, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Let's go to the city.
They're in the city. We need to get these people out of here.
He's just looking uglier and uglier by the minute.
Who can we send? Sonic and Silver need time to heal.
We've engaged enemy forces at Seaside Hill. We can't spare anyone.
This is the 8th unit. We're pinned down under heavy enemy fire.
Man, looks like I've got no choice. Okay, Rookie, I've got a tough one for you. I need you to head back to the city and save those civilians.
Or maybe Knuckles could have gone himself. Wait, what? City? Oh, Park Avenue, alright. I thought this was the big city area, which is a pretty neat stage that reminds me of one from Heroes. But this is just this one.
I need a status update on the people who couldn't evacuate in time.
Oh, I put a new shirt on, but I can't see what it says. I wonder what that's about. So there's no shenanigans going on with that shirt.
Sounds like you're our only hope, rookie.
There's really, in my opinion, there's no difference between the... Wait, I was just floating. There's no difference between the whip and the flamethrower. I think the flamethrower is a little bit quicker. But in terms of power, there's no difference. Wait, I think I left one of them alive. I don't know why they changed the designs of the egg pawns or the death egg robots. Like, I get you want to make it different, but they're not different enough that they're new enemies.
Might be too much for the rookie to handle.
Still, can't just ignore him. You got this, right, rookie?
You've got this, Sonic. Wait, what was that? I don't know what that was. I mean, I know what that is, but I just don't know how to activate it. I guess I don't have the right thing for it? I'm glad that they've kept the wisps around, but after colors, they don't really seem to have that much of a point. How come I can't use some of them?
How am I gonna top that?
Man, some of these songs are so bizarre with the lyrics. It sounds like this should be sampled in like a dubstep song from like 2011.
Broken through enemy lines. The rescue is underway.
We secured an escape route, so there's a safe way.
Ouch.
Thanks to the rookie, things are turning.
I don't know which I would do away with. I don't know if I would get rid of the avatar levels to focus more on the classic levels, or get rid of the classic levels to focus on the avatar levels, because the avatar is a cool concept that I like, but he doesn't control as well as you would want him to. And the classic levels feel really pointless, but you know, they were fine in Generations, and Mania has proved that side-scrolling Sonic still has a place here. So I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. I guess that's why I don't make video games. Fuck it. Homing attack is just way better.
Update from HQ. The enemy's on the run.
Mission complete.
I understand putting Knuckles in a position of like command like that, but he's not the smartest guy. I always said, like, after like Heroes, he just kind of hits his head on something and just gets really stupid, like after that game. So I don't know why making him the commander was such a good idea. Literally anyone else could have done it better. Espio probably would have been a better commander. Oh, that's awful. Okay. Oh, a tie-dye shirt. Oh my god, a cowboy hat. I can make him look like DSP. Oh, those two are going on for sure.
Well, that was impressive, but we still have a lot to do.
Great job. I knew you could do it if you believed in yourself.
Did you, or are you just spouting nonsense against Sonic?
Nice moves. But if you hog all the glory, how am I gonna look good?
By finding the computer room. Funny joke. Yeah, I don't know if this is this a Sonic level or an Avatar level. Oh, it's a classic Sonic level.
For the rest of my life, but it's worth it. Come on, we have to go find him and tell him about Eggman's plan. Whatever his plan is.
If I remember correctly, this level is like the pinnacle of like why classic Sonic has no place in this game. It's very short and not very interesting. Casino Force, like, I love the concept of this. I wish that there were actually good levels here.
Sonic should be here. It feels weird asking you to look for Sonic, but we're counting.
And I really can't stress enough, this is by no means is this a bad game. It's just, it's missed opportunities, the video game. There's a lot of stuff in this game that I love in concept, and there's some that I even just love straight up, like the execution of is fine. But there's even more that's just missed potential. And this is such a pace breaker too. These levels,
Sign of him around here.
they're short, but they feel really long, if that makes any sense. Like, they're slow. Because I feel like, what the fuck? Where else was this? Oh, there was a bumper there to go in. I was like, what the fuck? There's more to think about, I feel. You have to be more precise, so you have to kind of just think about it more so it feels slower, if that makes any sense. Also, casino levels in Sonic games are never good. The one in Sonic CD is particularly bad. Go up, up, Sonic, up. I have a feeling we're gonna beat this before the 2 minutes is up.
I think he is somewhere near here. I doubt Sonic would sit still for long.
Yeah. I beat him like I beat it within 10 seconds of saying that. Again, not a bad level, but was it good? That's the whole thing you could say about this game. That should be on the cover. It should be in quotes, like by IGN. It wasn't a good level, but was it bad? No. That's why it got mainly like 6s. 6s and oh my god. 6s and 7s are like the perfect score for this game. And I think that's fine sometimes. You know, not every game needs to be a, like a masterpiece. They don't always have to be 10 out of 10s. Sometimes it is fine to just, you know, grab the game, rent it from like Redbox or something, or wherever the hell you rent video games from. Pop in Sonic Forces and just have fun. I'm not doing those. I tried to go put his, put that weird, like, tiki thing on, but it takes off everything else, and it covers his entire face, so that ain't happening.
Of strange readings. They're coming from the laboratory, the one where Sonic fought Infinite.
It's probably another of Eggman's robots.
Life readings, 2 of them. Definitely not robots.
Hey, Rookie, go to the lab and check it out.
That haunting smile. He looks like Bowser Jr.